Hello, guys. Welcome back to Average Joe Rants. Well, shit keeps just happening, doesn't it? I was gonna do a whole different video, and then, what happened. God, these fucking people. Alright, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna be talking about the ice shooting that happened in Minnesota to Miss Noelle Good. Miss Little Criminal, and yes, I do think she's a fucking criminal. Because of the various angles of what happened that day, various stories that I've gotten, that just, and the various defenses as to why she was murdered, even though she fucking completely wasn't. So let's start off with the context for this little story for those of you who don't know. Miss Noelle Good and her wife, in their minivan, decided to obstruct some ICE officers, whether as a joke or a prank or social media likes, nobody really knows. But her wife gets out the car, starts recording the ICE officer, even though he's not really doing or saying anything. You know, he just circles the car, looks at the license plates so he can get them later. Goes ahead, tries to go back to his car. Another ICE officer gets up, starts telling the driver, Noelle Good, to get out of her car. Keep in mind that these are lawful orders. Now, what they won't tell you is that it's not like this shit happened within a span of 5 seconds. It's not like the wife got out of her car like the fucking Flash and got her phone immediately. No. These people were obstructing for quite a bit here. And my guess is the only reason why they decided to go with arrest is because their superior officer told them to. That's simply how it goes in these situations. There's a thing of like, do you let them go? Do you give them a warning for next time? Do you arrest them? Typically, it all goes through a superior officer. You know, that's why people in the police cam videos will usually call for a sergeant. In the case of like local police, I believe in ICE, it is the most senior agent, I believe. Basically, I believe it's the guy presiding over the whole operation in that state, essentially. Well, whatever the case, I guess the dude got a call to arrest these two. Goes out, gives the lady 3 orders: get out of the car, get out of the car, get the fuck out of the car. Her wife jumps in the car, tells her, drive, baby, drive. And Noelle Good rams her car into the officer at the front. Officer at the front gets out his gun, shoots her like 3 times right after getting rammed. No good. Swerves off to the left, crashes into a telephone pole, and she's just dead. So that's a basic story, right? That's the story. A lot of people, a lot of leftists, are framing this as straight up murder. A lot of people on the right say it was self-defense. Well, I'm actually going to lay out the evidence as I know it from the physics of all this happening, the basic understanding of physics, mind you, to why this was actually a self-defense, and also why I should not have had this agent in the field to begin with. And I'll go over that as well. Right? So let's start off with the whole they weren't obstructing anything. As more and more camera angles have come out, it is very clear that they are obstructing. They're in the middle of the street. Um, like they're halfway into the middle of the street, basically making, I guess, trying to be subtle or something like that. But obviously, the ICE agents have big ass cars. They can't really, they can't really just drive to the side and avoid them. Right? They have to follow laws. They can't just drive on somebody's property in order to avoid shit. These two knew that. And they decided to obstruct the officers, which is already a charge. Right? It's already a charge. You can't obstruct federal agents when they're doing an investigation. Doesn't matter what agency they're from. You cannot obstruct officers while they're doing an investigation. Doesn't matter what police station they come from. That's just basic knowledge. So already one charge, right? Obstruction for the both of them. Let's go ahead and move forward into the story where we get those lawful orders. Failure to comply, 1 charge. Failure to comply, 2 charges. Failure to comply, 3 charges. Let's go ahead and go with the... Let's go ahead and go forward to where she actually starts trying to drive off. That's attempting to flee an investigation. That's another charge. And then we get to the attempted murder with the car. Now, for those of you who don't know, cars are considered to be deadly weapons. So it could have actually gone a few ways here with the car. It could have been assault with a deadly weapon. It could have been attempted murder with a deadly weapon, attempted manslaughter. It just could have gone like a few different ways here with that charge. But regardless, that's another charge added onto it. These two people combined have like 8 or 9 fucking charges. Just in this one incident. So even if she did survive, she'd still be fucking arrested. Like, it wouldn't even have mattered. Like, if the dude hadn't shot his gun, these people would have hunted them down and arrested them. It doesn't matter if it's ICE or not. You can't do that shit. Alright? There are real world consequences to trying to act like you're a fucking vigilante. Okay? It's a reason like why I get pissed off at shit, but I don't go out and try to start shit. It's because all that's gonna happen is I'm probably gonna get my ass beat, and then there you go. I'm just fucking getting my ass beat, probably arrested. There's no point in trying to play the hero when the other side has guns and jurisdiction. Like, Jesus Christ. But let's go ahead and go into the whole angles thing, right? So there's a few different camera angles. There's the angle that they saw, that many people on the first day that got there. There's the officer's camera footage, the person who got rammed, the officer that got rammed. And then we have like a top-down view of everything afterwards, right? So some people have thrown around some stuff. Let's get the first part out of the way. The officer was not rammed into. He just shot her because he could. That is actually untrue. So in the video, which shows the officer's front-facing cam, there is a revving up of the tires, and then the first gunshot. And between those, however, there is a grunt of pain. And the officer, like, I don't know whether he screams with that grunt of pain or not, but there's a thump. There's a thump where the car hits him. And then the first gunshot happens. At that point, the officer believed his life was in danger, and he shot her. If an officer believes his life to be in danger, they are allowed to shoot whoever they believe is putting them in danger. Now, let's just put it to you that now I'm going to go over the reasons why this dude should not have been in the field now. I'm going to go on the other side of the political aisle, right? For just a little bit. I'm not agreeing with any leftists about this, by the way. I fully believe he was in his right to shoot her. But I'm also somebody who has dealt with people with PTSD before, people who've had trauma. This dude, 6 months earlier, from what I understand, 6 months or more, got dragged by an activist 30 fucking miles. This shit's happened to him before. So the reason why this dude should not have been back in the field is because he probably had some fucking trauma relating to that. That's probably why he was circling the car and why he was getting back in his car. Because he didn't want to have to deal with this shit. Right? He didn't want to have to fucking go through that situation again. Which his superior officer should have realized. Like, he was completely in the right for shooting her. Let me reiterate that. She tried to fucking ram him with her vehicle. Like, that's a given the videos that are online with no audio unedited. Fuck you, CNN. But yeah, it's the whole dry baby drive shit. Like, yeah, no. It was, they were gonna fucking run him over. But ICE and the superior officer in charge of the operation should have realized this agent was possibly in danger. Maybe his fellow ICE agents didn't realize that, but the superior officer definitely should have been aware one of his officers had gotten run over and dragged before. I don't blame the officer who shot her. I blame the dude putting him in that situation again. Alright? Now let's go over some other stuff. Some people have said she's a mother of 3, which is true. She is a mother of 3, but that does not give her any right or reason to run over somebody. I don't care what her deal is. I don't care what her beef is. That is wrong. That is illegal. She doesn't have the right to do that, regardless if she's the mother of fucking Jesus Christ. Okay? She doesn't have the right to do that at all. It's like saying a homeless veteran gets to be racist. It's like, no. Like, no, not in this world, bud. You don't get to be racist for no fucking reason. No. Or saying or saying like a Ku Klux Klan member can't be racist when he's not wearing a fucking sheet. Like, that's not correct. It, like, regardless of the situation or who you are or your financial situation or anything, you are not allowed to ram somebody ever. It is against the law. It is illegal. In case anybody didn't get that first part. It is assault with a deadly weapon or possibly vehicular manslaughter, which is actually a legitimate crime. Some people said she was picking up her kids from school. I don't know Minnesota, so that part could be true. But I feel like in that case, she was a very irresponsible mother for making her kids wait. Okay, keep in mind as well, picking up from school, it was fucking 8:30 in the fucking morning. she would have been dropped. Those kids would have been dropped off at that point and been there for a couple hours. Most schools that I know open at like 6 a.m. So yeah, bullshit. Okay, again, I don't know when Minnesota schools open, but regardless, she would have been dropping them off in that time frame, not picking them up. So that's bullshit. The reason why some people have said that the reason why she was turning so badly and rammed the officer was because of the ice. Once again, I can disprove this. Number one, they had winter clothes on. Now I understand how that might not be great evidence, but they were prepared for the weather in Minnesota. In that case, they would have had snow chains, whatever they're called, on the tires. Okay? You don't cover yourself up in shit tons of winter clothing, and there's a shit ton on them, and then be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna slip and slide on the ice then. Like, no, that's not how. Like, people who actually know what to wear in winter, like these two chicks did, they know to put fucking stuff on their fucking tires. They know to put snow shit on their fucking tires. There's no way there wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. Okay. I'll give a great example. It's like I live in Oregon. It never snows here. The first time it did, it the streets were basically completely unable to be used because we were so unprepared. Because all of the streets were iced over, and it was going to take a bit to have the fucking the snow plows and whatever to actually get their job going, because it was basically they couldn't get out onto the street at all. It was very heavy snowfall that year, and then it turned to ice, and then we had to wait like another month or so before these fucking things could actually go out. So that's the thing. If you're prepared, and you're prepared down to the fucking everything. You got snow shit on the car. You got like salt in the fucking car, so yeah, you can like melt ice behind you if you need to, if you get stuck or slide. You got fucking clothes on. You know, these people, these people were that prepared. If these people had winter clothes up to the fucking toes to the fucking head, they knew to do that shit. So I refuse to believe they slipped on the ice. Not to mention the whole acceleration thing. Right? Let me just put it to you this way. If they really did accelerate the way the video shows they did, they would have took off like a fucking bullet. Okay, they wouldn't have been able to turn in time. Okay, because it literally would have been like, vroom. Well, not vroom, but the ice would have had a fucking impact on momentum. They wouldn't have been able to make the turn until they were like almost on somebody's fucking property. Okay, they would have slid. Not to mention, if we take into account the fact that the way she crashed, which was against the pole, again, if she was fucking turning, okay, she was turning to the right in order to take a right turn, the ice would have put her to the right more. It wouldn't have stayed straight till I hit a pole. It would have slid her to the right, like just all the way. So, like, there's just no way in hell this was anything other than self-defense. Like, Again, when you keep in mind the ice physics and the preparedness of the cold these two were in, the fact that they had a completely different state license plate, and just, yeah, the fact that they were so willing to engage ICE officers at, like, even though they're trying to pick up their kids, it, yeah, these guys were looking to start some shit. These two ladies are looking to start some shit. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. But if that wasn't evidence enough, there's also the fact that they're part of a Noelle Good herself was a part of a thing called Ice Watch. Now, what's Ice Watch? Oh well, it's nothing. It's nothing special. You know, it's just an organization that actively tries to obstruct ICE officers and their investigations. Yeah, some people are gonna say, well, she just followed them. She obstructed an ICE officer in their investigation and got shot. I feel like that's evidence enough she was part of this fucking group. Not to mention she's been caught doing it fucking before. I didn't even mention that shit. She was, I forget what state it was, but she was actually caught trying to obstruct another group of another ICE agent in his investigation. So it's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's not a coincidence. It's a pattern. So in my humble opinion, Miss Good got exactly what the fuck she deserved. She decided she was gonna play with her fucking life and lost. And now her wife's life is ruined. Her dog's life is ruined because that dog knows that lady and he's not gonna know why she's fucking gone all of a sudden. Her kids' lives are ruined. You know? You know, of course, like always, right? Like fucking always. These people make a GoFundMe for people like this, and the wife's getting like $1.5 million. Well, fuck. My grandpa died about 10 years ago. Can I get fucking $1.5 million for that shit? I mean, Christ. It feels more like, and just to and again, all the leftist media has done shit like edit out certain parts or like edit the audio so it's not there. You know? And then they say shit like this is a full unedited audio, unedited video. It's like, no, bitch, it's not, because you edited the audio or you edited certain parts of the video, so it looks like the officer's a fucking murderer. Okay, CNN was the worst one that I could fucking find, where they just, again, took out all the audio and just gave their own little play-by-play. Which is so dishonest. I'm surprised people even choked it down. Like people nowadays aren't gonna know that this video has audio. Of course it has fucking audio. It's the 21st fucking century and we have smartphones that have built-in microphones. I'm using one right now to record this video. It ain't unedited, and people know it's not unedited. People know it ain't unedited because you took out the fucking audio. Most police body cams able to do audio. Fuck, my fucking my fucking laptop does audio. It has a built-in microphone in it. It's a fucking gaming laptop. It doesn't need that. But it has it. And somebody, well, you need it for... Like, it's a shit microphone. It barely fucking works, but it's in there for me to use. So bullshit, CNN. The video you have is unedited. Bull fucking shit. Somehow everybody's microphones and their fucking devices shorted out somehow. All the agents' body cam shorted out on the audio. The lesbian wife's fucking phone, like microphone, shorted out. And only you can provide the entirely truthful fucking play-by-play about what happened. Go fuck yourself, CNN. It's fucking ridiculous that we live in a world where the news is so unabashedly unashamed of lying to people. Fucking almost as, like, honestly, a lot of people said this, and I agree. It's like, it's almost as bad as NPR is sometimes, where they'll just straight up lie to people about shit. But at least NPR is a fucking newspaper. This was a news broadcast done for millions of people of a straight up just lie. And just like in my other video I mentioned, it's like, these people don't care. They don't care. It's self-defense. If it hurts Trump, it hurts Trump. They don't care that this woman tried to kill another human being and got exactly what the fuck she fucking deserved. They'll still chant. They'll still protest because it hurt. In their minds, it hurts Trump's image. And it's really ridiculous. I am so sick of the TDS in this fucking country. I'm so sick of the politics, of how volatile they got. There was a time when I didn't give a single fuck about politics. Can you believe that one, guys? A single fuck. And now here I am having to give my opinion because I'm so fucking sick of all these lies I see in the fucking news and the newspapers and all that shit. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I gave my opinion. Whether you guys agree with it or not, it's up to you. But if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't, well, I don't know what to tell you. But in any case, hope you guys are having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.